Hey, going okay. How you doing? What's going on, Pax? Let me bring those sound effects down some. There we go. Yeah, it should be down now. I can turn it down just a little more. Let me see if I can turn down my sound bar also with my app. If I can remember what the name of the app was. Audio. Let me just do it with the button then. There. Um, that is true. I don't know. I know my well, I'm on HD, so I know right now my frames are decent. They're not like high end. I mean, right now they're about 80. Yeah, but there are still tweaks that you can do to scale it down even for that. There's a lot to of fine tuning that can still be done, especially if Like right now, mine's running high because nothing in the background is scaled down. It's not reducing. Right. But yeah, it's just, it's not, I don't know. Like I said, there are pros and cons to everything, and everybody's got to do it how they feel is going to be best for them. Right. Yep. I went HDRP. I started with standard. I did not like standard. I'm still, yeah, but I'm still right now just looking at, you know, when they come out with the Unreal, then I'll probably go over and check that out. Hold on, I'm trying to set something up here real quick. Let me see if I can get a I don't want it locked. Yeah, like I said, again, it's something. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, let me try to fine tune this. Okay, we'll see if that works. But yeah, no, I completely agree. It's just it's going to be one of those hard it'll be one of those hard things to actually decide once you do it. Um, I just, I don't know. Yeah, which I think is what most people have done anyways, is they've stuck with the same thing. So we'll see, you know, how it goes. I right, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be rough to figure it out one way or another. I don't like that thing. I guess I'll go with that. I actually made another zone which I was about to jump over to, and I want to test out um how that zone's going. So, I, and I'm also trying to see how badly this is bogging down stream or not. Except I can't remember. I think it was I think it's that. See, this is even worse, and this is all generated with straight up with the procedural world. So yeah, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But trying to judge it inside of the actual Unity was very difficult. So I'm gonna go ahead and try some of the other zones, see what they're like. Let's try. Right, I know what's happening too. got the spawn spot out of location on this one. I'll fix it later though. I'm just running some tests before I go jump into an actual game and play. Normally I wouldn't even be messing with, well, actually I would be messing with it on Sunday, or Saturday weekend. I need to find a way to disable stamina. I hate that. So this one is generated with world with procedural worlds, and then the grass and everything is generated with yeah, I just didn't tweak anything down. Okay, so this one's at about 20 with up in the 40s. So let's okay, this one's not too bad. Most of mine, the terrains are generated with procedural worlds, and then I use Vegetation Studio to throw in the grass and the trees and stuff like that. Because I guarantee you, I could probably run through. Yeah. See, there's no colliders on these. Houses do. No, the houses do not. Okay. So that's fun. Let's see. Next one was Malkin. Yeah, it is really not like in. I don't even think I put any vegetation in this one. I might have. I can't remember how high I put it though. That's water. No, I did not. Just rocks. Wow, I get a really good frames per second on this one. Oh, that's funny. Okay. BORCANT. I probably still should have used. Oh shoot. Um. Apparently, there's no landmass in this one. I'll have to check that down the road. Okay. Um. Yep, it's a water world. Another one I obviously forgot to put vegetation in. Oh well, not a big deal. I'm just recording all this so that I know I can go back and look at the video later. And see which ones I need to work on. I hope I spelled this run right. Did I spell it right? I did spell it right. Or it's from the previous zone, the previous landmass I had in there. So this one's not too bad. I mean, again, it's because of the foliage, and I just don't have. I still need to run World Streamer. Once I run World Streamer, it will scale down all the distant stuff that you're already seeing. And that will cut down a lot on this stuff because it won't spawn until you're up on it. Yeah. Yeah, I just got to sit down and work with it. So I did that one. I think I'm in the D's. I can't even remember which one was supposed to, oh, this was supposed to be the original starting area. But then I realized you can't get out of here. It's basically, yeah. So you can't even leave the area. So not much mass or land area for me to put anything. So I just let's try. All right, I haven't worked with World Creator yet, so I don't know. So pretty much all my zones, the biggest problem they have is their vegetation, which is what knocks these numbers up. I was trying to see if I had a small area that I could zone into and check, but I don't think I did anything small. The problem is there's nothing on the other side of it. If I were to fly up, it doesn't go over. It just went straight up, and that was it. I made a bowl. Yeah, I did, like I said, it was a starting area, but I didn't realize that it was going to be so rocky down in the bottom of the bowl. Let's see. We are going. Where? Which one was this? I think it was Eloric. So let's try a G. Okay. Same problem. I thought for sure I had made one small zone. I mean, that's. Oh, what is going on there? That's a camera issue for that zone. So let me get out of here because that's going to get really annoying. No, that's not. Those aren't the only two things. Because you can compensate for the amount of vegetation in that by turning it when you have a scale of say 2,000 square kilometers, and you have like six different terrains, but all of them are shown at the same exact time. That is what's killing the the transfer rates or the CPU usage. That's what you use World Streamer for, is to cut that down. I've been through this with Vizad over and over again. They're big issues. I mean they're part of it, but there's more than just those two things that contribute to that. Yeah, it will, because it what it will do is it will take the ones in the background, the ones you aren't close to. It'll take those ones and scale them down to low polys until you get closer, and they'll lower the poly. So and everything else that's further out that's not rendered is no longer in memory or in usage. I don't know if the zone's gonna go. I don't think I have a zone here. I'll give it a few more minutes to try to go, and then we'll see. If not, I'll. I just had to summon myself with a different character. Okay, so I need to get rid of that one. So we'll move on to a different one. Oh, that one's got a name. Oh, he's spawned almost right in a tree. Well, that's not good. Pull that down. You don't have any zones with an I. So we skip over the I's. I know this one's going to be bad because it's got the actual city in it. Actually, this one's not doing too bad. Did I have any mobs on this one? I think I took them all out. Oh, that's not working. I'll have to fix that. Oh, the clicky stuff. I hate the clicky stuff because it never works right. Okay. KEN. Try this one. Be ready to summon my character back with my other character. Nope, this one works. Let's see. Okay, so that one's fine. Well, not fine, but the Gorg. And that's in the wrong spot. Okay. I'll just... That's their lighting. Here's my problem. Their MS is only a couple of points lower than what mine were. And this is made by their team. So, oh shoot. I gotta summon him again. Okay, so that's right back where I was. I only have one other zone that I can test. I think that's an R or an A. And that zone doesn't work either. I might take out some of these zones that aren't working. I have a bunch of zones anyway, so. All right. So one thing I want to check, I know that that works. I want to go see if go see if the teleporter works or if it's broke. The only thing I don't like is their click to activate system. It really bugs me. Oh, okay. So it's just my um, looking at the stream that's lagging, not the actual stream. Because it's not lagging on my phone. Okay. Kind of what I wanted to find out is I wanted to make sure that it wasn't because looking at my other computer, it's actually really choppy and laggy. But apparently that is not how it is. So all right. Oops. There. Okay. Let's run over and we'll go take a look and see if that portal's working or not. I also have to, at some point, change on my mobs. I have to fix what. Oh, the quest guy's back. That one works. Question is, does this? That one works. Where does it put me? It puts me right back there. Okay. So, is this stuff Nope, it's not collidable. I need to add that. The trees are, though. Houses? Yeah, the houses are too. I don't remember where the city is. I actually have like a castle put up in that. I don't remember how to get to it though. I really need to build like a road and then change the wherever the road path goes. I need to put like dirt or something to make an actual path, so I'll have to use the paintbrush, paint a road all the way over. I can't remember if it's this way or not. I know it's quite a ways away, so I don't even want to try running it. Should have done a road spline over to it. And there goes the... Oops, that's on my screen. Okay, so... That pretty much gave me a pretty good idea of where everything is. I do need to check something else out. Let's go back to... I'll just make him summon me. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Oops. I want to invite to a group. He's gonna accept. So now we show, and obviously at some point I'll fix these. All right. So what I want to see, if I fight him, I'm trying to see if the other guy gets experience too, but me. That's leave group, that's promote, group free for all, random, call it okay. Let me close that down. I don't need that no more. Pull this up. I actually have a quest, some quests that I need to put in that I had written up. I just need to look over them and see. But right now, I want to make sure that questing. Okay, so he is getting experience. So that's actually a good thing. We've got that. I don't... Oh, those are AoEs. Those are the combos. I also need to figure out how to, when you level up or some of the other abilities like these, when they cross it, how do you keep the screen from shaking? Uh, Questing is going to be very interesting to get into, making an actual one more than just a fetch and kill mob in a mountain. Yeah, I can't figure out how to remove it either. I might have to ask in the Atavism channel and say, hey, you guys, how do we get rid of this screen shake effect? Because I love their level up system, and I hope they're okay with us using it in ours, because I really like that system. That looks so cool. I wish I could make it go the opposite direction, but see, like even this one, why? But I love that effect. Yeah, I'll have to look into the ability later on to see. Did he level up? He actually did level up, so that is actually so that part works perfectly. Yeah, it's somewhere in the ability, somewhere. I have to find the animations, because that's what it's probably under, is the animation or the skill. I don't know. I'll have to go through the list. That is a chore for a completely different day. Yeah, because I think the other thing I wish this would do is when I clicked on it, that it gave more than just me health. That it was like a group health or something. But anyways, both their swords are as good as possible. But like some of these also need to be changed. What the heck is that? Oh gosh, it was just moving it around. Why do I have so many? Okay. Well, now that that's done, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign the other guy out. I want to see how long it takes for them to go offline when. So I'm wondering if it's gonna take like a minute to do it. And I'm wondering where that disconnect is. How long is it before he disconnects from the server? Okay, there he is. So it's about a minute of but he still stays in the group. So now we're gonna wait and see how long it takes for him to be kicked from the group. Oh, I should have put some of the energy powder or something in that smoothie I made. Okay, so from the time he signed out, it took a minute for his character to disappear. And then from his character disappearing, it takes another minute before he disconnects or is kicked from the group. So that basically will do that. You know, I did get back over to the other area because that's just a spawn-in spot. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but in the main world that Atavism had done, this MS was the same as what mine is. And their zone's smaller. So I'm not sure why that is. They have less resources in their zone too, so yeah, but again, it's I the thing is, I have every single thing in this zone that they have in. Except for resource harvesting, I haven't put that in yet. I still need to make the trees in that. And I still got to put some rocks down too. But I have the portal in, I have the merchants, I have the people wandering around, following paths. What else do I have in? Actually, I have more in mind doing that than they do. Because if I ever get over here, well, I know these are the loads on like the houses and the trees and that are changed up. The grass is the only one I couldn't find a load for. But I don't have the whatchamacallit up here. The mini map yet. But see, I've got all these bomber bugs over here just running all over the place. And this hasn't even killed. Oh, I haven't put a blacksmith in yet. I'm going to, but I actually I use 3D Forge houses. That's what I use. I love that guy's stuff. But like the merchant, I figured out how to do the merchant because he has all the weapons on him. So technically I could do I got money now. I do need to tweak, I don't want all of them. Let me see if I can just grab like the boar. Actually, it doesn't look like the boar has a drop on him. Might have to, but you can also see that the boar's location attack range is off. So is the demon, because he should be hitting me. This is the only problem I'm having with when they changed out to this new whatchamacallit, the new behavior system. It has really messed up like a lot of the characters. Like the tiger's okay, he attacks right. Well, the demon and the boar both were just like running all over. I have one. I think it's my bear man. The troll works fine, except he keeps going, getting right up on me. Yeah, I know. You want to see a funny one? Let me see if I can find him. That's the demon. I want the bear man. Oh, I took the bear man out because the bear man was so broke. See, the demon's working this time. He's not attacking, but, or I mean, he's attacking, but he's not swinging. It's almost like they have to get refreshed or something. Like you got to take them out so that they can get refreshed. I had another one over here somewhere. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, the wolf guy. I can't. I'm gonna have to go through their animations to try to figure it out. But see, now my health's low. Yeah, probably. At least all that stuff works. Yeah, like I said, okay. Here's my only thing that I really wish that they would have done with this is, and I realize everybody works at in a different order or a different pace, but for brand new people that have never, I mean, they've never developed before. It would have been nice for them to say, hey, do step, this is what you should do for this is what we recommend for step 1. This is what we recommend for step 2, and so on, and direct people that way. Because right now, like myself, I'm bouncing all over the place, and it's like, where should the focus have been? What should I have started with first, focused on, and gotten fully fleshed out before I moved on to something else? Sorry, I had to respond to a Discord complaint. Man, is it ever gonna let up? There we go. Yay, no more rain. I mean, I'll say this: it is better than the MMO kit directions, which again, I've played around with MMO kit, which is whoops, I lost chat, which is this kind of the same thing as running into what you know. The issue with MMO kit is it's very limiting on what they have available. Did you notice something also? When it stops raining, all my clouds go away. I gotta figure that out. That drives me crazy. Yeah, MMO Kit is designed for Unreal though. And right now, I mean, without having Unreal, atavism for Unreal, you really don't have a lot. My problem is, if MMO Kit would just make it simplified to be able to hook in other plugins into their system, you'd have a fully fleshed out version just like atavism. Yeah, I'm using that in ViroSky. I had another one, but it doesn't work with HDRP, so. Right. Well, and the thing is like one of my big things, they don't have a quest system in. So he doesn't already have a quest system in it. Right. And most people do because that's also what atavism uses out of the box. But that guy, the guy that makes MMO Kit, has no quest system built in. So I purchased one for Unreal, and I checked with him, and I'm like, hey, you know, if I wanted to plug this in, how would I do it? And they're like, oh, well, it looks pretty straightforward on what the directions say. And I'm like, okay, that's it. Do you want to give a hand or something to explain how do you do this? So, so it was one of those where you're going, eh. By the way, I'm surprised this house is still sitting here. Yeah, no quest system. Well, it's not even programming. Basically, because again, it's all blueprint based, you're supposed to be able to just hook it right in, and you just have to put it in a certain spot. The other problem I have with his that I'm really hoping Atavism won't do is his you can't change the name of the project at all. It has to stay saying MMO kit, which when you're trying to build your own, I don't want somebody else's name of their project on mine. But like I said, that's just one of those things where you're just like, well. All right. So that worked out just fine. Now it's time to actually play games, though. Real games I didn't make. They're missing a lot of things, and he only comes out with it like on certain updates, and I'm like, okay. Hold on, I gotta find my authenticator so I can get into my game. Oh, it's got an update. Whoops. Means I gotta patch it. All right, sorry. I'm patching up my game. Which means the other computer needs to patch it up too. So what are you up to today anyways? And by the way, it's not missing things, it's missing almost everything. You look at his roadmap and you're like, you don't have that in yet? I don't know why every time I put this mic on, my chest starts to itch. It's so weird. It's not like it's touching it. Sounds like a good idea. I'm just praying and hoping that I win the lotto tonight because then I'm just hiring people. I'm actually gonna have a nice team, decent size, maybe 20, 40 people, something like that. So right now I'm just trying to patch up my whatchamacallit, one of my games. Yeah, which is what I'm trying to get to a point in mind so that there's actual some sort of gameplay footage so you can show people this is where we're going with this. Cool. Down. All right, so this one should be there. There we go. That's what we're playing today. We're actually going to play a game. Again, one I did not make. So I was going to wait for the other one, but I think I'm going to go ahead and log in and. Ow, my knee. I've been sitting in the same position. Oops, let me get away from him. How much of a threat is it to your character's life? I don't want it to be you live for every fight. I plan to make it close to like vanilla WoW, which at some point you're going to be forced to carefully plan out every new fight. At least when it comes to a new mob type. No, known mobs are predictable since you've already experienced the fight and fighting. Oh, yeah. Like I said, right now, I just want to get it to a stable point. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I gotta switch characters. That's the wrong button. G. Because it's supposed to be on him. Don't want Guildmaster on this character. Hold on, I'm gonna log the other guy in. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's I need to get the characters where they are stable, and then I need to turn around and also make sure that the zones are stable.
Good as new.
Well, my idea was, for myself anyways, is I was going to actually, once this one gets going, if it starts doing well, then I probably was going to switch over to making a sci-fi one. Sci-fi a la Star Trek or Star Wars Galaxy style. Should change. Let me change my titles. Cool. What, the one I'm playing right now? Oh, this is just Star Wars: The Old Republic. Have you never seen this game before? Yeah, that's whatever. Here's the thing, dude. Everybody copies World of Warcraft. Why? Because it worked. So being copied should be the sincerest form of flattery. More people should copy them. But you also have a lot of people that want to be unique. I mean, pretty much every MMO is gonna be the same anymore. There's not much new you can do with the genre. You can do new story type stuff, but all in all, a lot of people do take it negative that, oh, they copied WoW. I can't believe they copied WoW. Well, sorry, but go into most grocery stores and I guarantee you, if it's not Walmart, they're similar to Walmart. And the reason is it works. What works is what everybody wants to use. Hold on, let me turn the game volume down. I didn't realize it was so high. Because I turned my sound down. Because I know what happens, especially in this game, when I start playing, you're gonna get... Yeah. Nintendo does like to sue people, don't they? I'm gonna have to change you to heal, though. Yay, I got 100 messages today. Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing? This is Alderaan. Some of the other areas don't have as much grass. And my fingers keep going to the wrong buttons. Thought I was still being attacked by somebody, but I guess not. Oh, hi. It's a Jedi. No, not a Jedi. And this is, for games that I play, this is probably one of my favorites. Even though, yes, it does remind me a ton of WoW, and I'm not a huge WoW fan. I'm gonna sneeze. Or not. This game gets a bad rap because apparently it's got too much voice chat in it. I should have taken Shadow, that way I could have just stealthed all this. Oh well. Ah, she saw me, darn it. Boop. Oh, there is. I just have played this enough times, I know my way around. And his heals aren't that great. If I get too many on me, I'm going down. That's why I normally run with a second computer following me. Dude, this is probably my 36th time or more playing this.
I lost you there.
These missions. And if you really, here's the thing, if you really want a challenge, go without your companion. Go without him. Because right now, like I said, I've got him set as a healer. So that's all, pretty much all he's doing. He fights a little bit, but he's mainly just healing me. If you were to just go without him, oh yeah, I'd be having to hit my heals and that very often. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 boxing. Same thing I did in EverQuest. at one point. Never did it for like financial gain or anything, just did it to make it easier to play with my friends. Especially when it was really hard to find healers. I'm one of those weird people. I don't have a problem with multi-boxing. See, I just had to heal myself because he wasn't. It's not cheating, because you have to focus on both of them. You can't, it's actually, it's more of a challenge to try to two box than. Now I agree, if somebody's going along and they're using both computers and they've got a macro going on one that's looting and fighting and everything for them without them touching it, that's one thing. But why do you think I have two keyboards sitting right in front of me? It just, the gold farmers, those I agree, that is cheating. But if you're just using it to, and you've still got to, sorry, I'm trying to tilt this down some. True, true. The problem is when most people think about, man, that's going to drive me crazy. When most people think about two boxing, though, or multi boxing, they're thinking of gold farmers, but that's not what everybody does. What you need to do is you need to put into a system that if it says, you know, these are random, or the same sequence is happening over and over and over again, then that is where there's a problem. If you're using more than one key, I'm sorry, that doesn't qualify. You're running two accounts. Also, if you paid for two accounts, does it really matter? Sorry.
They want a temporary truce. Apparently, you were too much for them.
All in service to you, my lady.
House Thule is once more indebted to the Empire, and of course, to you personally. The Elysium is where the houses keep their dearest treasures. I'm sure you'll find something of value. Thank you again, Sith. House Thule is once more secure. I don't know what would have happened without you.
Well, I look at like Pantheon Rise of the Fallen right now. Here's the problem with this whole thing. Okay, if somebody is paid me for 2 copies of the game, and they want to run, you know, basically 2 characters at a time, they've paid for it. I really shouldn't be going, oh, no, no, that's cheating. Is it smart to play an MMO by yourself? No. I look at this game right here. I consider this game more a online co-op version of a single player game, because just the way the game plays in that, it's really hard to find people to group up with anymore. Why are these guys back? I see it again, and that will be your game. That will be your decision to make on how you want to set it up. Myself, somebody picks up my game and then turns around and goes, "Hey, I'm gonna play this solo." Then I'm gonna go, okay. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get out of here. Okay, I don't want to go that way. Oh, there's somebody else. That works. What do you mean linear path? It does. I would guarantee that this is very much. Ooh, I can't go that way. I gotta go up this way. But yeah, I would almost guarantee you that it is a very. The environments are very co-op based. But yeah, now today's just going to be a day of kicking back, relaxing, and just playing some games. Of course, it's about lunchtime, so I'm going to have to go find some food somewhere. Which means I'll probably log off for a while, go eat. Oh, well, I'll just fly right through them. I don't care. As long as they don't knock me off my speeder, I'm fine. So, anyways. Man, I want to make another smoothie, but I don't actually want the, Is my bitrate struggling now? What I might end up doing is I might actually, I actually didn't even check the phone to see. Maybe. Because looking at my phone, I didn't see it, but like I said, that's fine. I'm probably gonna bounce out here for a little while. Go get something to eat. I've been on, well, maybe I'll wait about 9 more minutes. Wait, no, 6 more minutes. I want to hit 2 hours and then I'll probably jump off, go see about food and something to drink. Might be back on. I have no idea what I'm doing today. Like I said, it's the weekend, so this is my time that I normally just kick back and relax. Ish. I don't know. I might have to also look at rebooting the routers and that, see if I can get a fresh connection. I just have too much stuff connected. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, for game development though, it's gonna take time, and you know, everybody's gonna have their own different ways of wanting to do things and ideas and stuff like that. Basically, you just have to grin and bear it, I guess. Yeah. Does too long. Okay, it takes too long when you're the only one doing it. If I could just, if I could get a team together and to go off of my idea, then yeah. And I will never use Fiverr again. Oh my gosh, that was a horrible mistake and a waste of almost $200 just for one little tiny area. I don't know. I might actually go fiddle around some with Unreal. See if I can get that some of that figured out. Oh, I have maps. I just I gotta find well, and then your problem is trying to find those testers. I don't know if I would want it that small of a map. I mean, I might make a small map and see what happens. Yeah. No, I get you, and that's so true, and I hope that works for you. I wish my testers would have worked out. Or not my testers, my volunteers would have worked out. Dude, I don't even worry about viewers anymore. I used to have a big problem with that. I'm like, oh man, nobody's watching. Now I'm like, yeah, whatever, nobody's watching. Means I get more work done. Because I'm not spending my time talking, I'm spending it actually watching. I mean, watching what I'm doing. So, anyways, I got 30 seconds and I'm out. Thanks for stopping by again, Pax. Cool. I might. We'll see. Later.